The Easter eggs on Verdansk got a surprise update recently that leads into a final Grandmaster Easter egg, so I thought I'd run through all of them so you can get ready for when the final Easter egg, Bunker Zero, is finally released. To give you some background here, these computer terminals were added to every single police station in the Season 4 update to Warzone, and it lists all of the Easter eggs and tracks your progress for each one, so if you're unsure if you've completed any of them, you can check this out and find out what you're missing. So to get started, the first Easter egg is the destruction of Verdansk, which is where you can see the nuke that destroyed the old Verdansk in 2021. Beside it is a fun note reminding you to tighten the screws, otherwise it won't explode. The second Easter egg is the Secrets of the Pacific, which can be found in the prison showers. There's a table tennis paddle and a note from someone's cellmate thanking them for their support. It's freshly cleaned too, which is a nice touch. The third Easter egg is the Roze Was Here graffiti, which is in the residential flats south of the military base. If you ever used the classic Rose skin from Warzone 1, you'll know this was a perfect place for camping. The fourth Easter egg is the red door found in the southern warehouse in Quarry. It's taped off and there's a note reminding you not to step through it or you might be transported to undesirable places. The fifth Easter egg is the Hunt for Adler note, which was left behind in one of the side rooms in hospital. There's a strange phone that's been left with the note, and I'm guessing Adler left this behind after his brief encounter with Stitch. The sixth Easter egg reminds us all that sometimes our friends can get themselves into unfortunate situations, so in case you call in a loadout drop, remind everyone to stand back as the loadout crate plummets to the ground. The seventh Easter egg is a nod to that massive ship, the Vodianoy, that wrecked on the shores of Verdansk that led to the zombie outbreak. It seems patients turned into zombies, giving hospital staff an unfortunate surprise during the rounds. The rest is covered by blood. The eighth Easter egg is located in the train station, reminding you to only use equipment that is not operable, and that any equipment that is operable should not be used, and only to use equipment that isn't. Well, I'm a bit confused by this one, but you get a free self-revive. The ninth Easter egg is located in the white-coloured house north of Airport, with a note reminding the homeowner to cover the shelf in wine so nobody can find their secret stash of cash. Something about wanting to keep their fortune? Interact with the wine bottle, and it's yours. The 10th Easter egg needs you to first head to the hills on the east side of the map, get the key from the crate, and then head to Sector 28 in Storage Town. Unlock the door and disable the traps, and then interact with the computer to disarm the booby-trapped crate. It'll give you some mediocre loot, and the note reminding you that the owner won't die a traitor. Cool story, bro. The 11th Easter egg makes you complete a bank heist. Now, you need to find an ID scanner in the bank and take the keycard it gives you to a buy station. Swap it for a diamond tip drill, and then drill open the vault. You get some cash, but it's hardly a treasure trove for the effort it takes. The 12th Easter egg first requires a lost lion cub shovel, which can spawn in a few places around the map. Find it and then dig up this grave by the statue in the cemetery south of Superstore, and you'll get some decent loot to keep you alive. The 13th Easter egg starts off on the shoreline of Verdansk. Now, look at all of the boats that are beached, and on one of them will be a sea treasure token. Once you've got that, head to the gas station south of Hospital and use the token on the machine in the corner, and you'll get some disappointing loot for your troubles. The 14th Easter egg is a reminder that Call of Duty developers don't code bugs, they code features, and so if you can find this piece of paper in the prison with some doors on it, you'll see some circles over some of them starting off smaller and getting bigger. Head to the beach behind the prison and then shoot the flying doors that correspond to the circles, starting with the smallest and finishing with the biggest. You'll get a supply drop once you're done. What an update. The 15th Easter egg starts off in City Hall. Head inside and enter the code 2179 on the keypad behind the desk. Then interact with the computer behind you to see a sequence of paintings and numbers. Locate the paintings from the sequence and use the numbers to work out the 4-digit code. And once you've overridden the subway station systems, head into the subway next to the airport, and inside you'll find various pieces of loot, including Specialist. The 16th Easter egg is the shed to the west of prison. Enter the code 13584927 and you'll see a little RCXD card disassembled on the table. The 17th Easter egg is the shed to the east of TV station. Enter the code 01859472 and you'll have access to quite a bit of loot with some interesting documents hung on the wall. The 18th Easter egg is the secret room in the barn at Farmlands. Enter the code 36158294 and inside is a couple of loot crates, but nothing overtly interesting. Now, the Easter eggs from 19 to 30 are the bunkers that are scattered around the edges of the map. Some require codes, some require keycards, and others require a little bit more investigation. Bunker 1 can be opened using the code 04222021. Bunker 3 can be opened using the code 30198805. Bunker 10 can be opened using the code 31547206. Bunkers 2, 7 and 8 can be opened with a blue access card which you can find out of random loot crates. Bunkers 4, 5, 6 and 9 can be opened with a red access card which is also found randomly from loot crates. Bunker 11 requires you to find a ringing phone somewhere on the map. It will give you a 3-digit code in Russian, which when you answer each phone in the corresponding order, it will give you some Morse code. Once you've visited each Morse code phone, head to Bunker 11 in the hills north of Military Base, and it'll open up giving you access to loads of loot, including Specialist. And finally, one Easter egg that didn't make the list, which is very strange, is the new Overlook Easter egg in the new building within downtown. All you need to do is find at least 2 pool balls and then place them on the shelf with some other balls to reveal a code. You can brute force the last number by guessing it, and once the door is opened, you'll get access to the Armoury with some secure loot crates inside. If you find a mysterious keycard or 2 in the Overlook, these can be used to open the loot crates for super high value gear. So that is every single Easter egg on Verdansk except one. There's one more thing left on Verdansk that has remained unsolved since the launch of Season 3, which is Bunker 0. Bunker 0, which is located on the south shoreline of the map, is still locked with no clear way to open it, but what I find interesting is that the challenge number 19 on the terminals within the police stations lists the hint as a simple X. A white X which also happens to be on the door of Bunker 0. So my theory here is that whatever X represents or means, I think that once you've completed that, if you go to a terminal, it'll register all Easter eggs as complete and give you the code to open Bunker 0. And I'm starting to think that the Bunker 0 code will change every single game. I mean, if you think about it for a second, you complete all 30 Easter eggs, and then to open up the bunker, which has that green eye logo above the door, you need to go to a terminal which also has that same logo on it to basically decrypt a code and to open it up. I think once we figure out what X actually means, Bunker 0 will be opened, and I think it actually might have some crazy secrets inside. Let me know in the comments what you think. As always, thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you to all my amazing channel members for your support. Please check out my membership perks and become a member if you like my content. It's a great way to support the channel. Remember to like the video if you liked it, subscribe so you don't miss out the Verdansk Easter egg finale, and of course, I'll see you next time. Bye bye!